is our VIP area where all the magic happens, evidently. This gets sold out almost every weekend. You know, it's for kind of the people that want to come in and don't really want to, you know, be in the whole mix of everything. So we usually sell tables for about, you know, anywhere from $200 to $250. They buy a bottle, it comes with bottle service. And, you know, we have their own personal waitress. They come in, they get 10 guests, and then they can actually kind of just look over and see everybody doing their thing and not get like, you know, have you ever done VIP in Boston at all? No. It's like bottle service. So this is pretty much the bread and butter. This is where everybody that comes in wants to be up here. And then there's the dance floor. Over on this side, we have some more tables. This is for, you know, over there on that side when the chairs are down, everybody's just kind of the chill area. Like if we have a band or something, sometimes I'll put the tables out on the dance floor. So people can just kind of watch the show and stuff. I think we're going to do, for the concert on Saturday, I think we're going to take those rails out and everything and just have the wide open floor. Do you have a separate bar that we have? Yes, Snoop. Yeah, we have Snoop Dogg performing on Saturday. It's like, I'm so nervous about it. It's like, I've done a lot of big events, and this by far in like 15 years is the biggest one I've done. And that's another VIP section that we use normally. We built all that out before we even, right when we came in. So, I mean, it's a wide open space, so there's really not much. What you see is what you get. You know, it's not really too much, there's not really too much more to really show you. I wish there was, but that second floor too that we have, we're going to build out as a game room. Pool tables, like skee ball, all that fun stuff, just to make it a little different. A lot of people don't like to do the dance club thing, so we got the pub downstairs on the first floor. The second floor is like kind of, we're going to go for like the game room, put like basketball hoops there. It's like a Dave and Buster's, Jillian's type of deal. And then this will be the dance club at the top, on the top floor. So we got big ambition. We got big dreams here. But everything's rolling out pretty good. We're keeping it really safe for the community, and you know, there hasn't been any instances since we've opened. Nothing crazy. That's really our main goal, is to try to just have a place where everybody can just come and have a good time. There's really not a lot like this downtown. No. You know, there really isn't. So, of course, it's going to attract the bad seeds, but just going to get good security people. Now, a lot of people, from what I'm noticing, they if they have respect for the owner, if they have respect for the staff and stuff like that, they don't want to come in and have a bad time. They don't want to cause trouble. They don't want to do all that, you know, stuff that you normally, you know, think of when you, oh, I don't want to go to a dance club because it's going to be this, that, the riffraff and stuff. So we've been keeping it pretty clean. You know, I put a heavy foot down when it comes to that. You know what I mean? And so far so good. Knock on wood, everything's been good so far. So, am I talking too much for that?
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
Absolutely. Sure.
That'd be great. So I'm wondering what got you started into this business?
Got me started into this business. I used to throw a lot of parties in high school, to shoot you straight. And it kind of dawned on me that, hey, I'm finding these places for everybody to have parties at. Why don't I make one of my own? So I started DJing, and when I would DJ, I would go to these different places, and they saw me DJ, and they'd come out to hear me DJ. So I just kind of accumulated a network. So once I accumulated that network, I said, hey, you know, we might as well start. I started the promotions thing first. And a promoter's dream is always to move up that ladder. So owning a club is like graduating and being a promoter. So that's how I got started in it, just throwing parties and saying, hey, I'd like to make some money doing this instead of just being the popular guy in the town. So that's where that comes from.
What attracted you to this spot in downtown Lowell?
Frankly, my mom got really sick, and I was doing this a lot. I'm from this area. I grew up in Drake. I was born in Lowell, grew up in Drake. But I went up north, and I was running a lot of clubs up north. Then I found out that my mom got sick, and this opportunity came up almost immediately. It was like a blessing, and you know, my partner and I made it happen. We said, let's do it, just to be close to her. She's in Drake. Still in the same house I grew up in. So this is just a few miles down the road. So I said, hey, if I can work down there and, you know, kind of build everything, build a little nest egg back down at home, I think that's probably the best way to describe it, because I can't really say anything else. She got sick, and I just, you know.
And are you living with her?
No. I'm still up in Londonderry right now, but it's hard to find a place down here right now. So I'm still in the process of finding something, but as long as I'm working here, I work. I'd rather be, I mean, home is my work. So, well, work is my home, vice versa. So, when I'm here, I'm just close to her, and she calls me right there. I can be right there immediately for her. So, and it's actually been there's been a couple instances where, if I was in Londonderry, it would have taken me 45 minutes to get down here to help. And I was right here at work in my office, and she called, and I was there in 10 minutes. So that's basically what attracted me to come down here. And the opportunity came up, I jumped right on it and made it happen.
So what is the atmosphere like in here when people are in here clubbing and drinking and having a good time?
It's typically your normal, club atmosphere. However, it's a little bit, it's more than, I feel like it's a little bit more than something else. Because what I try to do is I try to create, the people that come in, I try to create almost it's such a hard thing to describe it. It's almost like a play. Picture a play in your head. So when people are in here, what I do is I try to place people strategically to make people walk in the door and say, wow, this is a nice place. The atmosphere is really, it's dance. We play a lot of different types of music, a lot of different music it's weird because you'd think that up north people would be behind the times, but up there it seems like they're more ahead of it. You know what I mean? So I'm bringing a little bit of that flavor from up there down here, and people are kind of pretty much digging it.
And your other clubs are in Manchester?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
How many people can you fit in here?
It's a 470 and change capacity, so it's in between 450 in between 450 and 470.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you charge a cover?
Sometimes we do. If there's an outside event that comes in, we'll take the bar, they take the door, so they obviously we have to charge a cover because they want something, they bring an entertainment or an outside act, we'll charge a cover. If not, we'll just open the doors and do the normal club thing, no cover.
Gotcha. So you have Snoop Dogg this weekend, you have Lee Bryce recently. How are you securing these really big acts? Security.
I think that's one of the main things that really make a better feel when a crowd gets that sense of when they see a lot of security guys, big dudes in black that say security, it almost brings that sense of, okay, I'm safe, and it almost brings that sense of I'm not going to mess around here because there's so much security. So that's, I think, what is a lot of the difference. It's just really beefing up security and getting as many, security bouncers in here as possible. It minimizes a lot of stuff. If you came here on a night, you'd come in and you'd see all those bouncers dressed in black, and you'd feel like a young girl like you'd feel safe with those guys over, and we place them all over the place. So it's pretty, people get pretty comfortable when they come in and they see all the security.
Do you think that's different than other clubs in the area?
I mean, it depends. Everybody I'm not one of those guys that will sit there and say, we do things better than the next guy, they're better than us, or we're better than them. I just, I do my thing, and I really honestly think that, maybe some clubs should beef up the security a little bit, maybe a detail, I mean, it's to each his own, the way that I see it, but I know I run our stuff pretty tight, a lot of security, that's the way I do things,
How were you able to get Snoop Dogg to come here?
It's networks, through networking. I just know so many people, and people come to me on the norm with artists that they want to book here. Most of the time it's an artist on a lower grade to get their name out there, but sometimes you just hit the jackpot where I say, hey, I've got there are certain management companies that have artists on their roster. So they'll come to me and say, hey, listen, I got a date open for this one. Snoop just happened to be at Summer Jam up in Mansfield. He's doing a new thing to where he DJs now. He doesn't just perform. So now he's got the headphones on, he DJs. So he's trying to really promote that act as well. So their management came to us and said, hey, he wants to kind of roll out and promote his stuff. We need a venue. Do you guys want to do it? And we just jumped on it as soon as we got the money up and said, let's go.
So he'll be DJing?
Yeah, he'll be DJing, performing DJing. Usually they have DJ booths are up and higher in clubs and stuff. We have the luxury of being able to set the DJ booth right up on the stage. So it'll be just like a performance, and I YouTube what he does when he DJs, and he wears a wireless and just gets up and runs around and does a perform thing, and then he goes back to the turntables, so.
That's great. And so have you already sold tickets for that?
Yeah, we're almost sold out.
You're sold out?
Yeah, we're just about sold out. Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking, but it's definitely exciting, yeah.
What do you think that you bring to downtown Lowell?
Well, I couldn't tell you just yet. I mean, we're still kind of fresh. We're still, babies in this, especially in this area. I mean, I'm an old dog up in Manchester, but down here it's like, it's really, it's fresh, it's new. I mean, all the people that I'm reconnecting with, they're all older, they all have kids and families and stuff, so I'm really trying to stay connected with the younger, fresher crowds. You know, if anything that I could say that we do bring, I just think we just bring just a little more safer energy around here. Just, you know, we're not the typical, we're not the typical club owners as you know, I mean, I don't even know how to say it, club owners, business owners, whatever. We really want to get back to the community, a lot of charity stuff and things like that, which I don't really see too much of around here when it comes to like that younger dance community and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to mix and mingle the both of them, just the good guys and, you know, and the people that normally wouldn't, you know, say, hey, let's go to a charity event. You know, I can't really pinpoint how I would say that, but I mean, you see the gist of it where I'm coming from though, right? Yeah.
What kind of charity events do you do here?
We actually have one this weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was telling you earlier about how my mom's sick. She's in the latter stages of cancer. So I wasn't going to do it, but I said, you know what, she needs the help now, so I'm putting together a huge fundraiser for her on Sunday. I know Joel's got a lot of events, charity events that he has lined up as well. I'd have to really look at the calendar to see what they are. I don't know a lot of them off the top of my head. I know that the charities come to me, I put their events together, and we take it from there. The event that I have this weekend for my mom, it's actually kind of a kickoff, because what we're trying to do is we're starting a foundation for my mom where we open the doors on a Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, and I'll donate my time to put together their event, and whoever has a family member in need, a sick family member or something like that, I'm going to put their event together, put the bands, everything. All we're going to do is open the doors for them. They come in, they host the party, and all the donations cover anything at the door goes right to the family.
Gotcha. And you don't charge them to use
the
venue?
Nope, we give it to them free of charge. And I actually put together the event as well. Everything, you know, a percentage of the bar, everything goes right to the family that's in need.
Do you think that doing something like that while you're also running a club will help bring in more demographics in here? I do. That's kind of the whole, I should have said that earlier when you were saying that. It's kind of where I was at with it. It's going to bring, we want to open it up to a different demographic, not just that, just the only, you know, not just to the people that come out just to dance, to drink, to party, like just, you know, people that want to do good for the community, want to help out the community. I think doing charity events and kind of doing it in a dance club atmosphere will open up a bigger demographic for you know, just the good, the bigger cause, you know, the whole, like I was saying earlier, how, you know, we want to just give back to the community. And this is the first club that you've owned? Or
it is, okay. It is, yeah.
What did you do in Manchester?
I was a promoter. I was actually a general manager promoter. I owned a very small portion of a club in Manchester, on the promotional end as well. So, but this is the first big boy. Yeah, this is the first one.
Awesome. Yeah. Can I ask what your age is?
38. And
can you confirm the spelling of your first and last name for me?
DANNYLUCAS, a.k.a. DE, in case you needed it.
Is there anything else that you would want people to know about Mill City, or anything about?
I think we went over pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. This is my partner Joel. I know you guys have been. You might remember Chris from high school.
Hi guys.
That's Joel.
Is there anything that you want to tell people about Mill City Ballroom, or anything you'd want to add?
I mean, I think what Danny said about the charities is a big part of it. It is Fight for Autism, June 21st, by the way. That's another one. We're going to do every third week and every month on Sunday for charity events for this particular organization. We're also looking for locals, you know, so that we can give back directly to the community. So, you know, maybe someone's finding some hard times, things along those lines, we'd like to help them. I mean, that's some stuff that we're giving back to the community, but we're also, you know, we're just a fun place. I think you can tell by the renovations, we really wanted to go with a classier kind of place. I mean, we're doing weddings here. Yeah, we're doing a great wedding here. We do roasts here, some comedy nights, game nights. It's very, very eclectic, and I think it's part of Lowell is actually very eclectic, you know. So I don't think we're looking for one demographic here. We're trying to represent Lowell, you know, and there's just definitely a lot of different communities to represent within Lowell, you know. That's why we're doing all the fun stuff. We do have the Snoop concert this Saturday. We're really excited about that. We have the Fish concert that's coming up as well. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. we're trying to make, you know, we're trying to make inroads with the auditorium and, you know, the town council. I know we have a mixer here in the end of July as well that we're doing.
Singles events.
Singles events.
If that doesn't bring a different demographic, I don't know what does.
Right. We don't want to get caught in one, you know, demographic. So, you know, running up through the Snoop concert, because it's such a huge event coming through, you know, we've been doing a lot of hip hop, but then after that, we're probably going to roll through, like with the Fish concert, we'll start doing a lot of things for bands and things along that, kind of rolling through into that. We have some Asian community stuff that we're going to be rolling through too. You know, one of the biggest things that we thought about too is safety here. We overstaff our security, we wand at the door. We don't even hand out bottles up here. You know, we put all of our bottles in cups and things like that because, you know, not that there is that dangerous demographic, but it only takes one, you know, so we want people to really feel safe, feel like this is a classy place in Lowell that we can go. And